girls. We've got to get this routine done up. Yeah.
Much better, girls. Now, girls, there is a few things that you could improve on, you know, like Betty, try to kick a little higher, and Trixie, try to straighten the line a bit. Now let's take an hour break for lunch, and I'll meet you back here about 1, okay?
Okay, but when are you gonna get some heat in here?
Yeah, it's so cold in here. My goosebumps are frozen. I've got to iron them out every night.
When my mother warned me about theater, she didn't say anything about frostbite.
Yeah, and when you sign the costumes, make sure they go with blue. I do not want them to touch my skin.
Look, girls, when you're all rich and famous, you're going to laugh about this.
Those of us that survive anyhow. Let's go get some hot coffee. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, isn't there a coffee place right down the street?
Oh, no. I hate that place. Their food tastes like sawdust.
Yeah, but they give second helpings for free.
And the thermostat's high. We might actually thaw out in about an hour.
That's all the recommendation I need. Let's go.
I'm brown bagging it today.
Me too. With the cost of rent around here, I can't afford to go out.
If it gets any higher, we'll have to make sandwiches out of the bed.
Well, we'll see you guys later then.
Bye.
Bye. See ya, girls. Hey, Eddie, aren't you hungry?
Yeah, but could you help me straighten my fingers before we go?
Come on, it's not that cold.
Then why am I learning to play the piano with gloves on?
We've been together a long time. You gotta have faith.
All right, but whatever happened to Hope and Charity?
Hope and Charity, they just opened a new musical out of town.
Seriously, this is a good show and all, but how are you going to get it off the ground? You don't have any money, and you don't have a leading lady?
That's where you're wrong. Have you heard of Mona Monroe?
Mona Monroe, she's a wonderful actress. She's opening an upper initiative Annie. It's the hottest ticket in town. Yeah, but she outgrew the part. You can't stay 14 forever.
How old is she?
31.
I see what you mean.
Look, Mona's meeting us here later today, and we're going to work everything out.
All right, but I wouldn't put too much faith in Mona. I hear she tends to be a little temperamental.
Don't worry, we've been friends for years.
That was when she was a poor, struggling actress.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a Mr. Foster. Richard Foster.
That would be Mr. Foster. See you after lunch. Stay cool.
Very fun. I have something important to talk to you about, Eddie. Let's go. Mr. Foster, I thought I'd never find you.
You aren't a bill collector, are you?
Nothing like that. I'm an actress.
Oh, I see.
Look, I brought you a letter of recommendation. It's from my drama coach.
Okay, very good. I see you've got a lot of amateur experience.
Oh, yes. And you know my drama coach, of course.
Phyllis Jones? Kid, that's not exactly a household name.
But she's a good friend of your uncle's psychiatrist. She was sure you'd remember her.
My uncle has a psychiatrist? I didn't know he had a psychiatrist. I just knew he needed one.
You're not very impressed, are you?
Look, kid, out there is a street called Broadway. It could just as well be called a street of broken dreams and lonely hearts.
That'd be a funny name for a street.
Hundreds of kids just like you come here every day. To New York, the Big Apple. Kids with talent, good looks, ambitions, all wanting the same thing. Success, adulation, recognition.
I'm willing to work hard.
Of course you are. They all are. Now tell me, where are you from? Nebraska, Colorado, California?
New Rochelle.
New Rochelle.
So, what's wrong with New Rochelle?
Nothing, but whether it's California, Nebraska, or New Rochelle, it doesn't make any difference. They just aren't New York.
What do you mean? New Rochelle's less than an hour from here.
That's right, it's only about 45 minutes. But what a difference that makes. The West, so they say, is a land far away, where actors put talent behind them. This may all be, but just take it from me, you don't have to go out west to find them. If you want to see a real fine congregation, the place where real amateurs dwell, just hop on a train at the Grand Central Station. Get off when they shout New Rochelle. Only 45 minutes on Broadway. Think of the changes it brings. The short time it takes, what a difference it makes in the ways of the people and things. Oh, what a great bunch of actors. Oh, what a fine atmosphere. It's Amateurs Day, and imagine Broadway only 45 minutes from here.
I don't have to stay here and be insulted. I can go anywhere.
Look, kid, it's just that if you want to make it in theater, it's got to be here on Broadway.
Maybe so, but that doesn't mean that all the talent is here. There's lots of good people all over the country, and a lot of them nicer than the ones I've met here, too.
Yeah.
The West, you may say, is a land far away, where actors put talent behind them. This may all be, but just take it from me, you will never get out west to find them. If you want to see a real fine navigation, a place where the people are swell, just hop on a train at the Grand Central Station. Get off when they shout New Rochelle. Only 45 minutes from Broadway. Think of the changes it brings. For the short time it takes, what a difference it makes in the ways of the people and things. Oh, there is talent to spare, yes, there are great people there. They're brighter each day, and imagine Broadway only 45 minutes from here.
Oh, I guess I'll have to apologize. I hadn't been too cordial.
I thought I was getting a cold shoulder, but it's been so cold in here, I couldn't tell the difference anyhow.
Look, kid, you've got a great voice, and I wish we had a spot for you in the show. But see, I just finished casting.
Well, maybe next time.
You guys, something horrible has happened. Yeah, it's Susie. She collapsed at the restaurant.
Is she all right?
I don't know. She's on her way to the hospital.
What seems to be the problem?
Double pneumonia and malnutrition. Well, that's what the doctor said.
You mean a doctor was eating in that restaurant?
No, it was a health inspector. They were closing it down. What are we gonna do?
I don't know. Do you know where they took her? Is it far?
I wrote it down. It's not far. Yeah, but you know what? You look really pretty busy right now. Maybe we should take care of it for you.
And I'd better fool Susie's folks. They'll be worried.
We better finish our lunch in the hospital cafeteria. I hear the hospital food isn't too good. That's only when you're sick.
Wait a second. I'd like to come along too. Do you think she'd like some flowers?
Well, only if she can eat them.
I get her some anyhow.
Okay, well, we'll be back as soon as we can. But I wouldn't count on Susie for rehearsal for a while.
What a shame, what a shame. What am I going to... You know, Shirley.
It's Mary.
You know, Mary, I was thinking, thank you. I was thinking anyone with your perseverance deserves a break.
Really?
Yeah, I knew the minute you walked into this theater, you had a certain something.
Letter of recommendation.
Talent, good looks, ambitions.
You said that already.
The pay is low,
I can make it.
the hours are long.
I can do it.
You'll have to start in the chorus.
I can work my way up.
The job is yours. Come on, I'll buy you lunch.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Foster. But where are we eating? I'm not terribly well dressed.
You're fine, we're going to McDonald's.
McDonald's?
Yeah, like I said, you deserve a break today.
Hey. I'm looking for a doll named Trixie. Oh, Trixie? I think you'll find her right off stage left. Right off left? Yes, I believe that's right. Yes, that's the way she left. Right, left. Could you just point? Sure, she went right that way. Tell her Mr. Foster just left for lunch. Right, left. I'll tell her. See you. Legs! I thought that was you, I heard. Trixie, don't call me Legs. Legs, I always call you Legs. Not now. I'm on the lam. I just got off the subway. What happened to your limo? It's full of bullet holes, even those bulletproof windows. Gosh, Legs, you think someone's mad at you? Yeah, it's those mugs from the north side, the south side, and the east side. Well, what do they want? The west side. But you got the west side. That's the problem. Here I am, just an honest bookie, trying to turn a buck with a little off-track bet, and them bums keep trying to muscle in. Maybe you want to call the cops? I don't know. I think maybe they wouldn't understand. What about the Small Business Administration? I don't think they'd be much of help. Well, this is some country with an honest citizen like Legs here. Can't even take a ride in this bulletproof caddy without having it shot full of holes. They just don't make bulletproof cars like they used to. Sometimes I think I'd like to move off to a foreign country somewhere. Like Hawaii, maybe. Now, don't you go knocking on the good old U.S. of A. America has been good to me. You know, my folks went through Ellis Island. No kidding! Was they tourists? No! They was immigrants. Came here without a dime. Now where else in the world could a kid like me grow up and earn $1 million just running a couple little horse parlors? This really is the land of opportunity. You've been real lucky, Legs. Of course. I was born on a lucky day. The 4th of July. Hey, you are a regular Yankee Doodle dandy. I sure am. And what's more, you're my Yankee Doodle sweetheart. I'm the guy with all the candy. I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy. I'm glad I am. So Uncle Sam. I'm a real life Yankee Doodle. Make my name and fame and poodle. Just like Mr. Doodle did by riding on a pony. I love to listen to the Dixie strain. I love to see the girl I have beside me. That ain't a Josh. She's a Yankee. My gosh. Oh, say, can
Okay, Betty. What's this news that's so important that we had to rush back here so quick? Anything that interrupts my second cup of coffee has got to be pretty bad.
Well, I was trying to tell you at the restaurant. It was just so noisy, I couldn't get a single word in.
Yeah, we were sitting at opposite ends of the counter.
They were the only seats that they had left.
All right. So what's the news?
Well, there's some good news and there's some bad news.
Maybe I should sit down.
You see, my niece Millie is coming to visit me from Virginia.
Is that it? Then what's the good news?
That was the good news.
Oh, I'll just sit back down.
You see, I kind of told my family that I'm this huge star in this wonderful Broadway show.
So, you told a little fib.
And I also kind of told them that I'm going with this rich and famous Broadway piano player.
Me?
You?
Well, maybe she won't be able to tell the difference.
She's not that young, I'm afraid.
Virginia? Nobody comes from Virginia.
George Washington came from Virginia.
So, he's an exception.
Thomas Jefferson came from Virginia.
I mean, recently.
I came from Virginia.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, well, if anyone had ever told you about it, you wouldn't have forgotten, so I'll just have to tell you.
How old's the little tyke?
She was 8 when I left home.
That's not a problem.
That was 10 years ago.
That's a problem.
Look, we'll call the airport, see if the flights, and worry about all the rest of it later.
An 18-year-old from Virginia in Manhattan for the first time? I think we should start worrying now. Might as well get an early start.
Hey there.
Can we help you?
Yeah, we're looking for a friend of ours, named Ruby. You ain't seen him, have you?
Is he in the theater?
How should I know? That's why I'm asking you.
She means, does he work here in the theater?
Nah, he's got some horse problems.
I thought that horses lived in stables.
He takes bets on nags. He's a bookie.
Who's got the money to gamble on horses?
Listen, we got word that Blaze is going with this doll, Trixie, who works here. Some guys uptown want to find him.
They want to give him a new overcoat.
Could use one around here.
A cement overcoat.
It must be awfully hot in the summertime.
Never mind. We'll just look around for ourselves. You check over there, Dad.
Sure thing, Muggsy.
And I'll look over here.
What's that?
It's my, costume. What do you think?
Looks like something Rick would come up with. Probably a new production number.
You seen any strangers around here?
No? No one but us, thespians.
I think Legs is a Hungarian.
Well, we still got these other places to try, Muggsy.
Yeah, we can check around here
I
later.
sure wish these pictures were better.
You got a picture of me, doll? That ought to be enough.
There's a pair if I ever saw one.
Kidding. Aunt Betty! Aunt Betty! Oh, why, look, it's little Millie.
Don't look now, but I think she just grew up.
I recognized you right away from your publicity pictures. Oh, Millie, I'm so glad you've come to New York for a visit. Oh, I'm not here for a visit. I want to be a big star, just like you.
Oh, what?
You must be the rich, famous piano player Betty wrote me about.
I'm the one she wrote you about, all right.
Do all famous piano players just like that here in New York?
Only when they don't want to be recognized.
Well, you look like an actor at least. I do? I mean, yeah, I do. Thanks for lunch, Mr. Foster.
Oh, it was nothing.
I haven't had a Big Mac since I left home.
When was that?
Yesterday. Oh, Mr. Foster, I wanted you to meet my niece, Millie. She's from Virginia. So you're the famous Broadway producer and director, Rick Foster.
Yeah, you might say that.
Then again, you might not.
I really desperately hope that thing isn't another one of your relatives.
I haven't seen him before in my life. There you are. I've been looking all over for you. Oh, sorry, Trixie. After I got dressed, I must have took a wrong turn someplace. Now I remember you were here before lunch. I don't know who you are, but you can't stay in the theater. Oh, come on, Kate. You don't have no place to go. Gosh, mister. Things must be pretty tough when you have to get your clothes from the wardrobe. Lady, tough ain't the word. You might call it a case of life and death. Maybe we could all pitch in and help. I don't think Blaze. I mean, my friend here would take no charity.
Okay, enough with the guilt trip. You can stay.
Thanks, Mr. Foster. You won't be sorry.
I think I'm sorry already. Can't you get out of that thing? It makes you look like a walking ad for the Buffalo Bills Wild West show.
Well, sure, pal. I wouldn't want to do anything to help your competition. Come on, we'll find you something to wear. Oh, and Trixie, show Mary the dressing room. She's taking Susie's place in the chorus. Okay. Rick and Kate, I'm going to go take Millie and settle her in my apartment. But I should be back in time for afternoon rehearsal, okay?
Okay, take all the time you need.
Of course.
Oh, Richard, darling, I just had to go by and see how your new little show was going.
Mona Monroe, you look every inch a star.
Yes, I do. Don't I? Hello, Eddie, dear.
Hello, Mona.
Mona, we've been holding your part for you in the show. When can you start rehearsals?
Oh, that's why I came by, my love. I hear you've been having some difficulties raising the money to open.
Well, we're just a few dollars short, Mona. It's nothing to worry about.
Exactly how much is a few dollars? What's the budget for the show?
About 100,000.
And how much do you still need?
About 100,000.
But Mona, Don't worry, as soon as I announce that you're playing the lead, I'll be able to get the money I need in a minute.
I understand, but my agent has found me this other role, and he insists I take it. After all, your last 2 shows didn't do very well, and you can't ask me to take a chance at this point in my career.
But Mona, I was the one who discovered you in the chorus.
Yes, I know.
I was the one who gave you your first big break.
Yes, I know.
I made you a star.
That's true. And now I have a responsibility to my public. I hope you understand.
Yeah, I'm afraid I understand. I understand all too well.
Oh, listen, I'd love to help you, honey. And if I happen to find someone with $100,000, you'll be the first one to hear about it. Meanwhile, you should do something about this theater. So that's a refrigerator.
Sure, Mona. Thanks a lot, Mona.
Well, I must be away to Sardi's. I'm lunching with my agent. There's a new producer he wants me to meet. Ta-ta! Don't be a stranger now.
Sure, Mona, I won't.
Goodbye, Eddie.
Drop dead, Mona.
It was so nice seeing you all again.
Well, what do we do now?
It looks like we have about 2 chances. Slim and none. The heat's turned off, the rent's past due, and I owe money to everyone I see.
Sounds like you're living the American dream.
I'd like to just go somewhere and find my coffee. If I could afford one.
Isn't there something you can do?
There's still a couple of places I can try, but money's pretty tight. It's pretty hard to find an angel with $100,000 to invest in our show. Meanwhile, I guess we better break the bad news to the cast until we can put something together.
You know, let me handle it. And meanwhile, you go out there and do the best you can.
Sure, I'll try, and I'll call you if I have any luck.
Mary, I want to thank you for sticking up for late. I mean, for my friend here.
Yeah, Doc, I sure appreciate it.
That's all right. I was glad to help. Imagine living so close to me and being so close to all that excitement.
Yeah, really convenient.
Anyway, we'll get you settled in my apartment later, but now I want you to meet some of the rest of the cast.
Man, I forgot how cold this place was. Let's go back to the hospital.
Who's in the hospital?
Susie collapsed at lunch.
Oh, I told her to change restaurants. She all right?
I don't know. We were just at the hospital, and she looked a lot better.
What's she got?
Double pneumonia and malnutrition.
Oh, I want you guys to meet my niece Lily. She's from Virginia. That's where I'm from.
And this is very cool. And who's going to be in the show?
Hi, where do you stay?
Hey, gang, would you kind of gather around? Quiet! I guess you know we've been having a little trouble financing the show.
If you mean we haven't been paid, you're right.
Well, Rick was hoping to get Mona Monroe for the lead. But it fell through.
Oh.
Looks like the show's off unless we can raise $100,000.
Like that's gonna happen.
Look, come on, cheer up. After all, it's not a matter of life or death.
Speak for yourself, pal.
I know how you feel. You think you got it made. And then something like this comes along and kicks the slats right out from under you. But you gotta go about it kind of philosophical.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, life's like that.
If it wasn't so sad, it would be funny.
It's a funny proposition, all right.
Sure is.
should never give up.
And how long have you been in New York, honey?
Ever since this morning.
That figures.
Look, we all have a lot invested in this. I agree. We should make it go or die trying.
I wish you wouldn't use that word.
Kate's out seeing if she can raise the money now. Let's give her a chance.
Why not? We have nothing better to do.
And I've got a hunch. It won't be long. Meanwhile, let's go home and warm up.
Come on, Billy, I'll get you set over my part. What's the matter, kid? Homesick? In a way, I might be. But the Big Apple, it sort of gets in your blood. I know what you mean. It's nothing like LA or Chicago, and especially nothing like New Rochelle. Only 45 minutes from Broadway. Think of what changes it brings. For the short time it takes, what a difference it makes in the ways of the people and me. Oh, Romeo! Romeo! Wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be but sworn thy love, and I'll no longer be captive. Thank you! Thank you! Thank you!
Romeo and Juliet, Act 2, Scene 1.
Oh, I didn't realize anyone else was here.
I just arrived. Where is everyone?
Probably still in bed. Early rising does not seem to be a happy in theater. But you should know that.
No, I don't. Oh, the Shakespeare thing. Required reading English lit. Rather a waste of time, I thought.
A waste of? Well, whom are you looking for? I'm just maybe the assistant.
I believe it's one Richard Foster.
Well, that's good. We only have one Richard Foster.
You don't need to get snippy. I don't relish this assignment, believe me.
Oh, that explains it. So you're doing a term paper on the theater.
No, I am not doing a term paper on the theater. I'm working on my MBA, Master of Business Administration, at Columbia. And I could do without the interrogation. Thank you very much.
Well, I just may be a simple country girl, but I can take a hint. Oh, hello, you must be Miss Harper. I got your call. Sorry I'm late.
Punctuality is important.
Yeah, well, in this business, you tend to become a night person. I rarely wake up before noon, and even my alarm clock refuses to ring before 11.
I see. I've been instructed to deliver this cashier's check to you.
What is this? Some kind of joke?
If it is a joke, it's a rather expensive one, I must say.
Paid to the order of $100,000? But who? What? Why? 100,000? Oh, sorry.
It's an investment in your show.
You mean we've got an angel?
That may be going a bit far.
Mrs. Harper, angel is the one who invests money in a theater show. Even I know that. Mr. Foster, do you want to go tell Betty the good news?
Yeah, and if you contact any of the others, I want to get back from rehearsals right away.
Gosh, this is so exciting! Wait a minute. It was Mona, wasn't it?
I don't know what you mean.
Mona Monroe, she said she wanted to help. I just didn't think she actually would.
I'm afraid I've said all that I can, except that I've been instructed to stay on and help with the financial arrangements for the show.
Oh, well, then I guess I'll just go over to the landlord and get the heat turned back on.
I've already taken care of that.
You're right. It's actually almost a little bit warm in here. Say, you're really efficient.
Of course.
Well, then I guess I'll just take this truck across the street to the bench and we can get back into rehearsal. We waited so long for Mona, we're short on time.
Let's see. One more paper to turn in. and then I'm done for the term. I'll be back shortly.
Okay.
Rick, what are you doing up at this hour?
You'll never believe it.
Try me.
Mona got us a backer for the show.
You're right, I don't believe it. The only person Mona ever did anything for was Mona.
People change.
You know what people say about leopards?
Yeah, they make good fur coats.
No, they never change their stripes or their spots.
Look, you're wrong about Mona, and I'm going to prove it. I'm going to go call her right now and thank her for finding a backer for the show. Meanwhile, I put out an early rehearsal call.
Louie is right.
Look, don't complain. You notice that the heat's back on?
You're right. At first I thought we were swimming closer to the equator.
I'm going to be back after a while. I have to call Mona, you know.
Okay, well, we'll get started on some of the dance numbers as soon as everyone gets here.
Okay.
Oh, my better fine legs. I hope he's all right. Hiya, doll. Can I help you? Maybe. I'm looking for a friend of mine. Legs Ruby. You ain't no friend of Legs. How'd you know that? I mean, I don't know who you was talking about. Hey, your Tritsy sticks. You got more legs than you win with. What do you mean, more? You know what I'm talking about. The worst legs. That hurts.
What do you think you're doing?
Never mind, Daddy. Just a misunderstanding. Something funny's going on around here.
Of course it is. We're putting on a musical comedy.
I think you better be on your way.
We're not ready to go just yet.
You heard what I said, didn't you?
I was hoping you'd change your mind.
Just did.
And go ahead with what you was doing. Don't pay no attention to us. Come on, doll. That hunch will find them around here somewhere.
That hair sure makes me nervous.
Oh, they can do worse than that, honey. They can make you dead.
Hey, that can really spoil your career.
On a lighter note, guess what? Rick and Kate have the money already for this show, so I think we better start getting things ready.
Yeah, let's go bring up some props.
I think I'll give you a hand.
You better wait here. I put out a call for early rehearsal.
How'd you do it at this hour of the morning?
They've got loyalty,
Sure.
spirit,
Besides that,
enthusiasm.
I understand.
Oh, we also said that they were going to be paid.
Well, now there's an unbeatable culmination. Loyalty, spirit, enthusiasm, and money.
Susie, I thought you were in the hospital.
No, they turned me loose. I wasn't as bad as they thought. I just needed some good food and rest.
That's welcome news.
Besides, my Blue Cross expired. Guess you can't afford to be sick without insurance.
We're sure glad you're all right.
Yeah, I just came by to take a call board. Where are they? You members of the company?
More like building inspectors. Come on, Susie. We're bringing up some props.
Rick and Kate raised the money for the show. Everything's going to be all right.
Hey, that's great.
Well, come on, let's go.
Wait for me. Can I help?
Sure, come on.
Is the coast clear? So there you are. How should I know if the coast is clear for the Coast Guard? Don't kid around. That boat, mostly its babs, are all over the place. I know. I was afraid they'd find you. Monsters been coming on a little heavy, pushing people around.
Maybe I should call some of the boys and take care of them.
Well, they aren't the kind that anyone would miss. Wouldn't they just get somebody else to get you?
You're right. We'll have to think of something else.
We just got the good news. Yeah, the show's back on. We're gonna get paid. I know. Trix and Mona helped raise the money. Mona? Who is this Mona? She's this big star. Rick helped her get started. Gave her the role that made her famous. And she's been giving him the snub ever since. Just don't figure.
Hey everyone, I see you all got my message.
Yeah, Eddie and the others are bringing in some of the props.
Looks like everyone's here, Rick. Even Susie's back.
But what about Mary? She was going to take Susie's place in the chorus.
That's right, but what's more important, who's going to play the lead? I hate to say it, but what about Mona?
Well, I just called to thank Mona for finding me a backer for the show. She sounded a little surprised, but didn't say anything about the part I was hoping for.
Well, what about one of the chorus girls? What do you think, Betty?
Oh, I think it's a great idea. Oh, but you have to face it, we're all just gypsy singers and dancers.
Yeah, you're right. We need someone who can actually dance.
Sure, she's got to dance and sing and act.
Yeah, what we need is something that will really wow those critics on opening night.
A fresh new part.
Yeah, but how are we gonna find someone like that now?
Good morning. I hope I'm not late.
That's it.
It's one chance in a million, and it's so crazy it just might work.
But we have no choice. Tell me, kid, can you sing?
Sing? I heard her sing. She's terrific. Can you dance?
Can you act?
Merchant of Venice, Portia, Act 4. The quality of mercy is not straitened. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. It is twice blessed. It blesseth him that giveth and him that taketh. 'Tis mightiest in the mightiest. It becomes the throned monarch better than his crown.
Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
It was great.
Yeah, she'll be fine. Just fine.
What's all this about anyhow?
They want you. They want you for the lead in the play.
How about that, kid? But wait a minute. How's she gonna have that part ready in time? We're due to open next week.
Oh, don't worry about that. I heard the play last night and memorized most of it already. Just in case.
That's impossible.
Not really. I'm a quick study. Anyways, I've got a photographic memory.
Great props.
She found her bag.
Yeah, I bet these things haven't been out of here for years. They're all dusty. And they smell like it too.
Well, they look pretty good for being old.
Now let's get some of these streamers hung up.
Okay.
So, Mary, how you been doing this past night?
Oh, I love New York. It's so big and, oh, so great.
Did you go to any restaurants?
Well, other than McDonald's with you, no.
Worked
Gosh.
all night, huh?
Well, kind of.
Hope those dancers don't find me.
I saw you from far off. You were great.
Hope those gangsters don't find me.
Yeah. What are you doing here? I thought you had to go turn your stuff to professors. I mailed the material in. From now on, I'm all yours.
Looks like you got the brass ring.
Brass ring, what's that for?
A free ride to merry-go-round?
Sticks and stones will break my bones.
Good thinking.
Cut it out, you two.
You don't fool me no more. Your leg's ruined.
The big time bookie? You got it, kid.
Does this look like
You're not kidding.
Whatever gave you that idea of legs? I mean, Winthrop, he is an actor. We told you.
Winthrop? Nobody I ever heard of had the name Winthrop. Look, we're busy, so if you don't get out of here, you'll what?
Look, you don't want to make a mistake you'll be sorry for.
Yeah, you don't want to make a mistake I'll be sorry for.
It ain't no mistake. We got a contract on you, and we're gonna finish it now.
That's perfect. I can vouch for this man. Why, he's worked here as long as I have.
That's right. Me too.
Okay then,
everyone.
That feeling comes to stealing and it sets our brains a-reeling when we're listening to the music of a military band. Heading to like Yankee Doodle, simply says it's all about noodle. It's that painting on it, something that no one can understand. Way down south behind the cotton,
Floaty, untiring, ain't that inspiring?
hurrah, hurrah, we'll join the Jubilee.
Let's go with some for the Yankees by gum.
Red, white, and blue, we are for you. Honest, you're a grand old flag. You're a grand old flag. You're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you reign. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true for the red, white, and blue, where there's never a ghost or brag. Let should all acquaintance cease for God, keep your eye on the grand old flag. Keep your eye on the grand old flag. He's a Yankee Doodle dandy, a Yankee Doodle do or die. A real live Yankee rock is Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. He's got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart, she's his Yankee Doodle joy. Yankee Doodle went to work and just to kind of home. He is a Yankee Doodle boy. Oh, he's a Yankee Doodle dandy, a Yankee Doodle do or die. A real live happy one is Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. He's got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart, she's his Yankee Doodle joy. Yankee Doodle went to London, kissed her by the phone. He is that Yankee Doodle
Really impressive, Dad.
Dad? Did she say Dad? Looks like we was wrong, Dad. I don't know what the lob's gonna say now.
Maybe you better read this.
EA closes bookie parlors. Gang leaders under arrest? Things don't look too healthy around here.
Looks that way.
Think we better take us a little vacation. The Bahamas, maybe, for Sandra Live. That's nice.
How about Devil's Island? Yeah, there's something about them guns I don't like, especially when they're pointed at me.
Yeah, that's worse than the critics on opening night.
It makes you wonder we'll get up in next.
Don't even think about it.
Okay, look, it looks like those characters have us all a little shook up. How about a 10-minute break?
There's some coffee in the dressing room.
I can eat some. Oh, me too.
And Mary, I want to go over your part in the show.
I can't wait to get started.
Dad?
Legs, did she really say Dad? Looks like we don't have to keep it a secret any longer.
I guess not. You went too far to me all along. Why, this young woman here is old enough to be well, she's old enough to vote anyhow.
Listen, Trixie, I lost my wife when Donna here was just a little kid.
Mom put a bomb in his car.
Oh, my.
It was meant for me, but she used the car first. Wanted to do some shopping. I don't want anything like that to happen to Donna.
So I changed my name to my mother's maiden name, Harper. But now, I think I'm going to change it back again. Dad runs a tough business, but he's always played it straight, and I'm proud of him.
So am I. At least I will be once I get used to this idea.
Then you don't mind getting a ready-made family, even old enough to vote?
After going with you for 10 years, all I can say is this is so sudden.
Well, in that case, maybe we should take a walk and talk about it.
Would ya?
coat?
Sure.
Come on, let's hope Rick will be back in time for rehearsal.
Yeah, I don't want to blow my big chance in show business.
I was beginning to think that you hated me.
That's fun. I thought you hated me.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's just that my people skills need a lot of tweaking.
That's okay. Hey, are there any good shops around here? I've just been dying for a good shopping trip.
You're kidding, right?
No.
New York is the silver platter for shoppers worldwide. Would you like to go on a little spree?
Wow, those could stop me from coming.
Pardon me, but I'd like to speak with Rick. Mr. Foster.
Mona Monroe, he'll be glad to see you. I'll go get him.
Thank you.
Isn't this exciting? Rick's famous up mine through the show, and I just know it's gonna be a big success.
Let's hope so.
Mona, I thought I heard your voice. Hey, I want you to meet Mary Collins, our new leading lady. Hey, can you ask Mary to come up?
Sure thing. I'll tell you who she is. I think she's learned her lines.
You know, there'll never be another Mona Monroe, but at least can you give Mary a few pointers?
Rick, dear, that's just why I came by. I am now at liberty to take the lead in your new show.
But Mona, you know I already cast that part.
Then you didn't mean what you said on the phone.
About the money? Certainly I meant what I said about the money. We had that check for $100,000 almost before you left the theater.
Then let me put it this way, honey. No Mona, no moolah.
That's blackmail.
Isn't it, sweetie?
We won't do that.
Come on now, Rick, dear. You wouldn't throw all those nice people out of work. You can always give this little Mary Sunshine a bit part in your next show.
I guess you're right. I don't have any other choice.
Well, maybe she can at least be your understudy.
Now, you know I always choose my own understudy. Not that anyone ever goes on for Mona Monroe. I think it's best if you just dismiss her now. Somehow I wouldn't feel quite comfortable having her around.
Miss Monroe, it's such an honor to meet you.
Well, Rick, we're waiting.
Mary, I've got some bad news. It seems that, Mona here is going to be able to take the lead in the play after all. Now, I know you've got to be disappointed, but it's just...
That's all right. And you can get a star like Mona Monroe. You just can't waste your time on somebody nobody knows. Anyways, there's still that spot in the chorus.
I'm afraid not. Susie's back from the hospital, and
there's nothing for me. Well, that's show business. From the headlines to the breadlines in one afternoon.
Look, if you need some money, I'd be glad to help.
No, I've got enough for a train ticket home. Right now, I think that's all I really need.
Come now, Rick, dear. Now that we have this whole little misunderstanding worked out, perhaps we should discuss terms. Maybe $2,000 a week?
$2,000 a week?
Mona, the best we can do is $1,200.
$1,800. Darling, my agent would never let me take a penny less.
Look, Mona, I think we better talk this over in my office.
Anything you say, Rick.
Life's a very funny proposition after all. Imagination, jealousy, hypocrisy, and all. 3 meals a day, a whole lot to say. When you hardly got the core, you're always in the way.
What's wrong, Larry?
I've got good news for you all.
If that's the way you handle good news, I'd hate to see what you do when it's bad.
Mona Monroe is just here.
She's taking the lead in the show.
How did that happen?
I thought you had the part.
Yeah, there must be some misunderstanding.
That's right. Rick would never go back on his word.
No, he's doing what he thinks is best, and so am I.
What do you mean?
I'm going back home for a while.
Back to your hotel?
No, back to New Rochelle.
Well, think it over and maybe you'll change your mind.
Yeah.
No, I'm leaving right now. It's faster this way.
Well, we'll see you to the station, won't we, girls?
It's the least we can do.
But what about rehearsal?
Rick can rehearse mine until we get back.
It's awfully nice of all you girls to see me to the train. So very. I didn't think you'd care if you should never see me again. You're all very. Ah, this reminds me of my family. On our day, I look from Lucy to the people that came with me. I seem to hear them say, so long, Mary, we will miss you so. So long, Mary, how we hate to see you go. And we'll all be longing for you, Mary, night and noon. So long, Mary, don't forget to come back soon. It's awfully kind of all you girls to see me off today. So long, Mary, I didn't think you'd care if I should either go or stay. So long, Mary, I'll return how soon I cannot tell. Awfully nice of you to wish me well. Didn't think a soul in all New York would even come to say. So long, Mary, we will miss you so. So long, Mary, how we hate to see you go. And we'll all be longing for you, Mary, night and noon. So long, Mary, don't forget to come back soon. Don't forget to come back soon.
Oh, Rick, dear, I just knew we could come to an agreement.
You might as well take it to your agent in the morning, Mona. We'll sign it then.
Rick, I don't get it. You've never gone back on your word before.
Well, what else could I do? Mona got us a backer for a show.
She certainly did not. Can I tell him that?
Tell us what? I don't understand.
About money?
Oh, the money? Sure, the heat's off now. I put up the dough for the show.
Mona, you lied to me.
I didn't say a thing. You just thought I'd put up the money for the show. And with all that cash around, I just thought little Mona should get her share.
Well, if little Mona doesn't get out of this theater right now, she's going to get what's coming to her, but for good.
I'm going. But what about our agreement?
It's null and void, Mona. I got my star, and here she is.
Bye. See you back when you have another flop. Oh.
Dad, I thought that was just a figure of speech. But why would you want to put all that money into our show? Well, I needed a safe place to hide out for a while, and I figured at 100 G's it'd be a good life insurance. Yeah, well, I can understand that, but like you said, the heat's off now. Most of the money's still in the bank, and you can get it. No way, all that other stuff is behind. I'm an angel now. How about that, honey?
You sure are all things. We just need to find you a set of wings.
Oh, come on.
They never smile besides they're worried about this next scene. How about moving the stage a little over to the right?
Relax. Everything's fine. The stage is set.
Okay, kill the music.
Curtain.
What time you got?
9 minutes to 0 hour.
Then, over the top.
I don't know which is worse, the fighting or the waiting.
Tell you what, you fight, I'll wait. 5:53.
Doesn't time fly when you're about to be killed?
Some fun.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to take your mind off the war.
Well, I got news. It's not working. I just wonder what we're doing here anyways.
We're making the world safe for democracy.
I just hope the world appreciates it.
Look, I suppose somebody's got to do it, and I guess it's up to us.
Yeah, let's whip the Kaiser and get home.
And the sooner, the better. What are you thinking about, Rick?
The day we shoved off from France on that troop ship, remember the band playing?
And the flags waving.
And the crowds cheering.
Well, thinking about it makes me feel kind of funny, you know? You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true from the red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. But should all acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the red, old flag.
Over the top! Okay?
Oh, it looks like I caught one.
We'll
Oh,
get you to the rear where you'll be safe.
no, go on. Remember, we gotta whip the Kaiser good and get back home.
We'll get him. We'll get him good.
Will it ever end? The fighting? The maiming? The killing? Every time there's a new offensive, they send them in by the truckload. We patch them up and send them out to fight again. Except when we're too late. And when there is nothing we can do.
Oh, where am I? Am I dead? Are you an angel?
Ours was dead, I'm afraid. They just brought you in. I heard you lay on the battlefield for 2 days.
This is a hospital.
Yes, and I'm a nurse, and we're going to do everything we can for you.
Gee, it's... Oh, my, oh!
Steady, soldier! You'll be
Gee, when you say it that way, I believe you. What's your name?
Mary?
Mary. That's a nice name.
Well, I always thought it was kind of plain and simple. Well, I better go check on some other
Wait, can't you stay and tell me more about yourself?
I'm just a very plain girl with a very simple name.
Yeah, Mary.
My mother's name was Mary. She was so good and true. Because her name was Mary, she called me Mary too. She was quite ordinary, as plain as she could be. I think I would be wary of one who's called Marie. For it was Mary, Mary, plain as anything can be. But with propriety, society will say Marie. For it was Mary, Mary, long before the fashions came. But there is something new that sounds so fair, it's a grand old name.
Listen to the applause.
Where do I need to go? The finale.
And I love you too.
Here, let me help you with that. What did you say?
I said, I love you too.
That's not a line, is it?
A what?
A line from the show, I mean.
No, this is me talking. Well, I'm proposing. What do you say?
I don't know what to say, except yes!
Excuse me, miss. I hear you have one of my buddies locked up here.
Was he wounded? Wounded? He was shot to... Well, pretty badly. Over there.
Hey, buddies. It's me.
Were we worried about you?
We tried to get back after the attack, but
Yeah, I know. Your unit was cut off. I've been asking everyone who came in about you.
well, you can stop asking now. We did what we came over to do.
We whipped the Kaiser good. The war's over.
Now we're headed home.
And at home, say that's great. Hey, I want you to meet a friend of mine. This is Mary. If it wasn't for her, I don't know if I ever would have pulled through.
Glad to meet you, but don't pay any attention to him. He's giving me more credit than I deserve.
I should have known. We're out fighting, and he gets the prettiest nurse in the army.
Well, I just wish he could go home with you, but he'll have to stay at the hospital a little longer.
He's gonna be okay. That's the main thing.
Is there anything we can do for you when we get back home?
Yeah, just one thing.
Name it.
Give my regards to Broadway.
We'll take care of it. Personal way.
Did you ever see doughboys part upon a foreign shore? When the good ship's just about to start for old New York once more. With a tear in the eye we say goodbye, we're friends without a doubt. When the men on the pier start shout, let them clear as the ship sails out.
Give my regards to Broadway. Remember me to Herald Square. Tell all the gang and 42nd Street that
Mario, Casey, and Josh, who are not here tonight.
We'd also like to thank our teachers, directors, Ms. Bonner, Mrs. Mann, and Ms. Isaacs, but I don't think it's here tonight.
And thank all you parents for driving the kids to all these services. And we do have two wonderful videos, of course, on the Spot Productions, and Miss Danielle has something to say.
I have all my crew of girls who come out here that put a lot of extra time and a lot of hurrying around their schedule to do the video that we made. It was a lot of work, even though it didn't turn out as great as we'd hoped. They still did a lot of work, so I just want to give them some recognition.